A very good Wednesday morning to you, and I hope I find you very well indeed. Woken up this morning with a bit of the old Handsome Prince in the throat, so sucking a throat sweet at the moment to see if that thing carries on, so apologies if you're hearing it rattling around. Here in Manchester today, autumn. Oh yeah, grey skies, rain overnight, not raining right now though. Pretty miserable, but hey! It's October, late October, so what do we expect? Anyway, what I want to talk about today, a short video this one I think, but quite an important little thing, and I think I'd like your views on what the possibilities are, whether I'm going to put forward is happening on a larger scale than I'm going to put forward, and where do you think it's going to go in the future? Now, you probably gathered from the title that what I want to talk about here is kind of Swiss-made watches. What exactly are they? Well, as we're all aware, a proper Swiss-made watch, either side of the sixth position, you've got Swiss at one side and made the other, which is, you know, your archetypal markings for a watch which is made, manufactured and distributed from their hub in Switzerland. But the question I want to raise here is applied to my belief, if you're not new to this channel, I am convinced that if they are not so already, they will be in the relatively near future. China are the worldwide economic and industrial powerhouse of the world. Every dog has its day. As an Englishman, I know that because we had our day. Here in Manchester, we were the home, the seat of the Industrial Revolution. It all started here. America has been the industrial and financial powerhouse for the last 50, 60, 70, 80 years maybe. Hence why the majority of trade around the world is done in the dollar. A good few months back now, a long time ago, probably nearly a year, I did a video called "The Chinese Are Coming," where I postulated exactly this: is that they are coming along at such a pace that I say if they're not already, they will be very, very soon the dominant power as far as manufacture and global financial trade. So what has brought this to the fore? Well, I was sat watching Fast and Furious 7 last night, funnily enough. And I noticed, as I'm kind of noticing a trend, and you may have picked up on this yourself, that a lot of the big blockbuster movies now are funded, produced with Chinese money. Where it all used to be, you know, Hollywood based, or maybe the money came from the East Coast of America and funded into Hollywood, maybe that's what it was. Now you're seeing a lot of money coming out of Hong Kong funding big blockbuster movies. Now that led on to a process of thought which brought something to the front of my head, and I couldn't remember whether it was true or not, which was, I was sure that I saw a long time ago now a photograph of a receipt for replacement Omega links for a bracelet. Now it came with the Omega logo and the badge, etc., and all the details of what was being shipped. But at the bottom, everything was based around China. Where it was shipped from, the money, all that kind of thing. So I thought to myself, well, can I actually find that, or is this one of those false memories, something that you think you've seen, but in actuality, you haven't. You've made it up somewhere in the dark recesses of your head. So for an hour and a half last night, I searched the web, and I found the photograph that I recall. And I'll insert that picture for you to have a look at, and I'll do that right at the end of the video. So, what am I asking here? Does Swiss made mean Swiss made? Or does Swiss made mean that it is partially made in Switzerland? I.e., are they happy to basically farm a manufacture of a watch out to somewhere like China? It comes back to Europe, goes to Switzerland. They then badge it up. And as long as that's done, and maybe there's a marking on the rotor or something like that, can they class that as Swiss made? Or, on the real dark side of this, are so-called Swiss watches not made in Switzerland anymore? Now, I'm not referring to the real niche brands here, the tiny, 1% of all watchmakers that none of us can afford. Obviously, those you would expect, because they turn them out in such small numbers that you would expect them to be turned out where they say. But the mass production watches that we all love and yearn to buy, could it be the case that because China now has the manufacturing capability, that in fact all these mass marketed brands are not made in Switzerland at all? And if the quality of some of the clone watches is getting so good now, utilizing clone movements, Chinese movements, Asian movements in general, what is to stop them buying ETA en masse or being shipped ETA? Because people like Omega, etc., have shipped out en masse the making contract to China. Now, I could kind of be whistling in the wind here, but I guess if I had said 5 years ago that within 5 years China would be making mass market products such as technology like mobile phones, etc., cars, which we're now seeing, we're certainly seeing them encroach here into Britain now. There's not many, but it is early days. So if I'd have made those claims 5 years ago, I'd have been laughed out of the room. But that is happening. So could the same be happening with established brands? Let me know what you think on this one, because I think it's quite important, because I do think that the Chinese industrial powerhouse is here. Let me know whether you've come across any instances of this, whether it be for something simple as a bracelet clasp or pins or something like that, which are supposedly genuine Swiss parts. Let me know whether you've come across that. But as I say, I'll tag the picture I recall to the end of the video. Let me know and have a look. By all means, pause it so you can have a good look at it. But I'm kind of satisfied that my memory wasn't a false one, and that this one seems to be proof that it is possible for me to believe that if they can produce parts, what is to say that they're not producing the whole? So that's it for this one, people. Please let me know what you think about this. I think it's quite a fascinating thing, and obviously there's lots of questions that are fired off from that. What does that mean about quality? What does that mean about the reputation of Swiss makers? What does that mean for the market? Because obviously a lot of us buy watches solely because they're made in Switzerland. So what does that mean for that? What does that mean for the credibility of the marketing, and so on and so forth? Let me know. Let me have all your thoughts. Pop them down below, as always. Thank you very much for the ongoing contact from loads of guys out there. Great to hear from you. Thank you very much. I think I've had one new lady subscriber. Welcome along. I think I've actually dropped everybody a line. I will check my numbers today, and I will send out my customary notet of welcome. So if it's your first time here and you're liking what you see, have a look in the back catalogue, and if you're still liking what you see, press the subscribe button. Please, comment. It's very important that I get your feelings back on this. And I feel it is happening. It's happening very quietly, but I think it's happening. Share this, put it all out there, subscribe. You'll find me obviously all over YouTube, and you'll follow me also on Twitter. Please share this with your friends and see whether their opinions align with yours. So for now, people, look after yourselves, and I shall speak to you again in the next couple of days. Bye-bye.